Grab you a snack because this video is going to be a long one. So before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to anyone who has subscribed or liked my video or shared my video. I just really appreciate that. So I'm getting ready to go on 3 different road trips. This is my first time leaving Las Vegas since the pandemic and just everything that's going on. I'm going to be going to Arizona, then to California. Of course, I had to pack, and my vanity and my makeup bag, of course, are the most important because I need those to get dressed. And it pretty much stays the same. The only thing that switches around, of course, is my makeup bag, depending on where I'm going. And with traveling a lot, I've realized certain things that I need and certain things that I don't need. I hope this video helps you to pack a more minimal makeup bag in a vanity bag with everything that you need. So let's get into the video. This is a CALPAK bag. I'll put the information in the description below. This is pretty much holds all my bathroom stuff, my vanity stuff. I'm just gonna start with what I carry in the front pocket first. I like to put things that I need to get to quickly. So I like to put tissue in the front because I have allergies and you never know, you always need tissue. These are clear tape for like clothing, like to hold clothing in place. If you're like wearing a low-cut shirt or something that needs to be taped in a certain way. So I like to keep these, and I just go ahead and put these in the front so I can, you know, it stays put. I always have a couple of Band-Aids in the front. I also like to keep my feminine products in the front because you never know what's gonna happen. So wipe, you know the deal. I like to keep antibacterial wipes because you definitely always need these on a flight or wherever. You just need to have those. I keep some hand lotion. I also keep my nail stuff in front and just keeps that together. I always have a file, clippers, and some glue because on trips I have broken a nail before and I didn't have a choice on anything to do. So if you need to just file it down, or sometimes if it completely breaks off, you can maybe glue it back, or it's cracked, you just never know. I've been on trips where I needed this. It's trial and error to everything that's in my bag. So it may seem like a lot, but I promise I use everything that goes in my bag. Chapstick, gum. I like to travel with mini perfumes, so I'm probably not gonna take both of these. I'm gonna take one. This is YSL. I forgot what it's called, like the name came off, but it smells really good, so I'm throwing that in the front. Safety pins, because I have needed safety pins before on a trip as well, and I had nowhere to get them. So I've learned to just keep safety pins with me from now on. And that's everything that I keep in the front. Now moving on to the toiletries, of course you need your toothbrush. I don't like to take my mechanical on trips. I just like to, you know, grab a new toothbrush from under my sink and then put an antibacterial cap on it. Of course, toothpaste, mouthwash, floss, a razor. I bring baby oil because I shave my legs with oil all the time, so baby oil is to shave and also to moisturize too, so that comes in handy. Body wash. I like to have Q-tips with me. This cute little deodorant. I have a lot of different deodorants. This is a new one because I usually have a little Dove. I've been trying to use deodorant with no aluminum, and so I just saw this. This is new at Target, so if you want to find it, this is Native brand. Of course you need wipes, flushable wipes, lotion. I'm throwing in extra hand sanitizer. I have the sanitizer wipes, but I'll probably use those wipes to wipe down things more than for my hands. So this will be like for my hands, just an extra in case I forget to put it in my purse or something. So turn that in there. And then moving on to skincare. I always like to keep with me a mask, Sometimes I'll use it wherever I'm going because you never know what's going to happen. You might need a mask on, you might break out or something, or you just have some downtime and a mask can, you know, give you something to do. I also sometimes do these if it's a very long flight. I probably won't be going on a flight, or at least a long flight, anytime soon. But I've done a mask on overnight flights or on like an 8-hour flight. You know, it just gives you something to do while you're on the plane. And you're taking care of your skin, so when you land, you look well rested and luxurious. This is another thing that I like to do. These are good for car rides too, or the flight, you know, you just get off looking more awake. This is Soap and Glory. You can get this at Target. This is a pretty good face wash. This smells really, really good. It smells like just super fresh. It says 3-in-1 daily detox. Because I like to keep my skincare, you know, pretty light when I'm traveling because I don't want to take all of my products. I do like to take good options because, you know, you don't want your face acting up when you're on vacation or you're not at home. So I take this face wash, and then I take this witch hazel. This is for toner, and it's small, so you know it fits right in my bathroom stuff. This is cleansing oil. I've been kind of big on double cleansing lately. I'm going to be doing a video about that for anyone that's not familiar with double cleansing, because I have oily skin and it's just another way to remove your makeup or just to wash first. But what I would do is to take off my makeup, I would cleanse with the oil and then wash my makeup off. If I'm super tired, I would just use a makeup wipe. And then for moisturizer, I just bring Cetaphil because this is just easy. This is a good brand for sensitive skin and it's lightweight, and I just love to have this with me. Of course, you're gonna need cotton pads to use with your witch hazel. I also take an eye cream, but that's gonna go in my makeup bag, so I'll get to that later. This is Healing Acne Dots. The brand is called Peace Out, and whatever it is, because they have Peace Out eye wrinkles. This one is Peace Out Acne, and what it is, it's little dots that go on your, say like you break out, you have like a blemish on your face. So you would take one of these little dots out and put it directly on the blemish, and you're supposed to wear it 24 hours. I have worn it like, say like I'm getting dressed and I notice a blemish, so I would take one out, put one on, and just wait until I'm done with doing my hair or something, then I'll take it off. These are actually pretty strong. They have salicylic acid in them, and that is a big acne fighter, so it works. I'll take these out so I can show you guys. Here's what they look like if you haven't seen them. They're kind of flesh colored. So you would take one of these dots, and they're sticky, and you would just stick it right on the pimple. I have been places and all of a sudden I wake up and I have a huge pimple on my face and I'm supposed to be going out and everything, and I just always, you know, wish I had something to do really quickly because you don't have time to go to the store or whatever, so I always have these with me. This is sunscreen for my face. I know I showed you guys another spray sunscreen, but I just recently got this one from Neutrogena. And honestly, I like this one a lot more than the other one that I showed you. I will refresh your memory in a different video, but this is 55 SPF, and it goes on like so light. And whenever you're on vacation, you're most likely gonna be somewhere where you're outside in the sun during June. You should be wearing a SPF at all times. I'm also gonna take a body sunblock because I'm gonna be in the sun, and plus I just put on sunblock no matter what month it is to protect my skin. Oh, I forgot to mention this. This is a lint roller. I like to keep this with me, of course, you know, if your clothes are all linty, especially if you're wearing like leggings or something. So I put that in there. Next, let's move on to the hair stuff. So my hair stuff sometimes changes depending on how my hair is going to be. So for these next strips coming up, the first ones, my hair will be in braids. So I won't need everything, but I'm gonna go through the main products that I usually keep in my bag. So this, say if my hair was straight, I would like to keep this. A mini size heat protectant is always necessary when your hair is straight. Also, I would take a hairspray if my hair was straight, but I'm not gonna need this as well, so I'm gonna move that to the side. Curly hair products, I would take gel and a leave-in conditioner, or like some sort of smoothie. These are my curly hair products that I would usually take with me. my shampoo and conditioner, because you never know, no matter how your hair is, if something happens, you can always wash it. So I always will keep a shampoo and a conditioner. A dry shampoo, I always leave this in my bag. So this is like, you know, if your hair is straight, any hairstyle, if it just needs to be like refreshed or it's a little like oily, this kind of brings it back to life. And this is from Not Your Mother's. You can get this at Target or Ulta. So these are also, if my hair was curly, I would, of course this is a water bottle. You know, the curly girls, you do need water to style your hair at all times. So I would bring this, and this is to, you know, if I want to put some coconut oil or some kind of oil in a bottle, I would throw these in. These are probably I will need for my next trip because my hair will be curly. I just always keep this. I know it seems small, but it actually really works. Like, I never take like a full-size comb, but it seems to work every time. It doesn't matter if I have like a weave or, you know, my hair curly or anything, it works. I also keep these clips because, you know, when you're styling your hair, you have to separate. And so maybe if I have to wash my hair, this is also to separate. 2 hair ties in here, a shower cap. I also keep my bobby pins in here. Even though my hair is going to be braided, I still just keep this little bag with me because you never know. And then I always have some little edge control gel in here. So that's what goes in my little hair bag that always stays in my bathroom bag. And then of course, ladies, we know what this is. That gotta get them edges, right? So let's throw that in there. That's everything for my toiletries. I know it seems like a lot, but honestly, I need everything that goes in here. The only thing that I will say that's missing from the front, I like to keep alcohol pads with me because maybe, I know it seems like a lot, but sometimes I've been on vacation and my nails have gotten like really dirty, and the person who does my nails always says like if you have an alcohol pad you could wipe it away. And as you know what's going on right now, anything to do with alcohol is pretty much out of stock, so I couldn't get more of those. That's one thing that's missing from the front of this that I always travel with. So I have a separate makeup bag that I'm gonna put all my makeup in, but on this side, what I'm going to carry is this portable mirror. You set it up on this right here. It has lighting. It's just perfect for on the go because it's small, lightweight, it fits right into my suitcase. I just put it in a little dust bag. This is always with me on every trip because sometimes there isn't good mirrors, there isn't good lighting, and of course I'm going to have to do my makeup. So this goes right in here. The last thing that I like to keep in here is my makeup brushes that I'm gonna be traveling with, and I just put them in these plastic things that I got from MAC. So I take this brush for my foundation. This brush, this is an ELF brush, and I don't know why I love this brush so much. I bought this brush over and over so many times. It can't be any more than like $4, but I just love the way it just sets my foundation, you know, for my setting powder. I just love the way it looks after using that brush. And you can get this at Target or anywhere that sells ELF products, and it's so cheap, but that's why I have like a bunch of these brushes on hand because they do break. They don't last long, to tell you the truth. I have this MAC brush. I like to use this for my highlight. This I like to use to set my highlight under my eye. And this is for like my highlighter, you know, my shimmery highlight. I use this brush for my contour. All these brushes I pretty much have like doubles of because I don't like to travel with my brushes and there's a chance of maybe of me losing them. So it's good to have like your travel makeup and your travel brushes. I just love how this blends out my eyes. This is just for, you know, blending brush for my eyes. This is another Sigma brush. This is to apply eyeshadow. And this is my favorite just to get deep in the crease and blend. So I have 2 blending brushes. This is in case I want to add like any, not eyeliner, but like sometimes I'll do a eyeshadow wing, and this is the perfect brush for that. My favorite part of my eye look is always the inner corner highlight, and this brush just like applies it perfectly. It applies a perfect inner corner highlight. So I love this brush. Everyone always asks how I do my brows, what I do with my brows, but honestly, my brows routine is so easy now. I'll show you guys that in another video, but this is all I use for my brows, just this. I just highlight my brows, that's it. You know, just take some tweezers and highlight. Because I have lash extensions, I always have these brushes everywhere. I just purchased them. You can get these anywhere, beauty supply, Target, Amazon, anywhere. But I always have these brushes, and I keep one for my brows, just to brush out my brows, and one to brush out my lash extensions. And then I take 2 beauty blenders because I use one for my contour, which would be darker, and then I use one for my highlight. And I just put them in a little Ziploc bag. So on to the fun stuff, which is the makeup. I like to keep my makeup pretty simple when I'm traveling because I already have a big vanity bag, and I just want to be able to bring the least amount of makeup as possible but be able to create different looks. So this is a very minimal makeup bag for me. The first thing is chapstick. This is just some Carmex. I'll throw any kind of chapstick in here because when I'm doing my makeup, I like to keep my lips hydrated while I'm doing everything else. I always keep a lip exfoliant. If you're wearing like a red lip and you want it to look bomb, you know, you don't want your lips all crusty and everything, because you know how the red lips, it can be very drying. Tweezers, because I'm a eyebrow freak, and if there's one hair out of place, I have to be able to pluck it. So always got tweezers on me. I keep my eye cream. I know it's part of my skincare routine. It should be in my vanity bag, but I keep it in my makeup bag. I don't know. This is just from Chanel Blue Serum Eye Cream. Even though I brought my oil to remove my makeup, sometimes I'm just tired or just being lazy, and I'll just use a makeup wipe to remove my makeup. And these are from Neutrogena. These are the traveling wipes, a sharpener. So this is my favorite BB cream. This is from Bobbi Brown. I've been using this for about, I don't know, maybe like 6 years or something. It's just perfect. It matches my skin perfectly, especially in the summer. It has SPF in it in case you forget to put on your sunscreen. It's in this plastic tube, so it makes it easy to travel with. Also, like, I noticed I can wear this in the pool. It doesn't really, you know, get too messed up because I only put a little bit on. All you need is a little bit, and you could just blend it out. I like to set with my MAC Studio Fix in NW45. As you can see, I use this all the way down the pan. I have more though, but I'm gonna keep this in my travel bag. This is the Professional Matte Rescue, and I have very oily skin, and it's June right now, so I'm already having to take precautions to keep my face from getting super oily. It's like perfect to travel with. And this is from Benefit, the Professional Matte Rescue. So if you have oily skin, this is a good primer to start with. And then for my eyes, I'm taking this Tatcha Silk Canvas, good primer. This is called the Contour Palette, and this is from, it's just the Sephora brand. The reason why I like this palette so much is because of this shade right here, which is a really dark shade that I can contour with. And being a chocolate girl, it's really hard to find a good dark shade that you can go, you know, get a really deep contour with without using a cream contour. It's close to Rihanna, which is my favorite contour powder, the Rihanna Mocha Mami. So this actually is a little bit darker than that. But I like this palette because I can set with this shade here, set my highlight, and I can also use these for shadows or like shadow base. Sometimes I'll use this in my crease. So these are my 2 favorite highlights. Honestly, this right here, this is my go-to highlight. I reach for this all the time. It's called Chocolate Cherry. Such a cute name, Chocolate Cherry for a chocolate girl. And it just looks like this. It doesn't do any justice just by looking at it right here. But when I tell you, against my skin, it just looks, it's just the perfect, it just gives you like the perfect like shine. It just looks good on, I hope you guys can kind of see this, but this is my definite go-to highlight. It just makes me feel secure to bring both of my favorite highlights. But I use this one very sparingly because it is not sold anymore. This is the Omrazy highlight. This is just beautiful. I like to use this more for night looks, but it just makes me, like, I just don't want to be without it. And this is also, look at that. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. Let's put that somewhere else. Oh my. See, I cannot leave home without this. Like, I have to bring my two favorites. This, you don't need a heavy hand with. And I'm not, like, I'm very sparing with this because I know I can't buy it again. So this is the cream contour that I was talking about. If I want a more intense contour, I'll put on the cream contour first, and then I'll set with the Sephora dark shade that I showed you earlier. And this is by Vanity Beauty. This is my favorite concealer to highlight with. This is in the shade Deep Sand, and it's just the perfect shade. It's not too light because I don't like the too light highlight under my eyes. I like it to be light, but you know, just not too light. So Deep Sand is the perfect shade. When I notice I want my makeup to look perfect, this is what I'm reaching for. When I travel, I usually bring one palette. I'll pick a palette, like, depending on what I'm gonna be doing on that trip, or just like the weather maybe. And since it's like hot right now, I usually stick with like golds and browns, something easy for a day look that can be turned into a night look. The Naked Urban Decay Honey. I have all the Naked palettes, so these are my favorite palettes because they just have the shades that I'm used to using and my go-to shades. This has more of, like I said, golds and browns, so I can make so many looks with these colors. This Fenty Beauty black eyeliner, it's retractable, so that's good for traveling with. You know, you don't have to worry about sharpening or anything. In Mushroom, this is more of a day look. For me, it just kind of brightens your eyes. You're not gonna really be able to see. It's just kind of like, you know, a shine. It's like a gray. You know when people wear white eyeliner and it just makes their eyes pop? This is what this shade does for me. I have darker skin. Sometimes the white is just a little bit too in your face. So I tone it down with Mushroom. But this right here is for my famous mole, which you'll see in a makeup tutorial. Yes, I do have a real mole, but when I do my makeup, it covers up and I just feel weird without it. This is my favorite mascara. This is Chanel Imitable, and I've had this mascara last me a long time because I usually only use mascara on my bottom lashes because I wear lash extensions, but the brush on this is just perfect for my bottom lashes, and it just shows them all. It makes them, you know, just match my lash extensions. And lastly is the lips. I only take one lip pencil. This is by MAC, and this is Chestnut, and this is my favorite lip pencil. I don't care if I'm doing a red lip. This is the pencil that I'm lining my lips with. So the lip colors that I'm going to be traveling with are actually all by MAC today. Riri Woo. And yes, this is my last one. I don't even want it to go. Look at how small it is, you guys. I'm gonna be so sad when I'm done with this. Okay, but that's my favorite red, and you always need to travel with a red. Those mornings when you wanna pull a look together quickly, you can literally leave the house with no makeup, put on some big dark shades and a red lip, and you're ready to go. My favorite day-to-day look as my go-to are, of course, nudes. So I'm bringing two nudes. This is Cherish. Then I'm also bringing a darker nude. This is from the Aaliyah line with MAC. This is more of like a brown. Okay, so for lip gloss, I'm going to be bringing, this is by Huda Beauty, and this is called Day Slayer. And this is just a nude. It's kind of like a matte gloss. It's glossy, but it has like a matte look to it. So this can go over any one of those nude lipsticks that I'm bringing. Then I'm going to be bringing my three favorite Fenty glosses, at least the ones that look good on me. Glass Slipper, which is just a clear gloss, and this can go over anything, or you could just put this on by itself and it will look good. Hot Chocolate, it's shimmery, it's perfect. Or this one, these are my absolute go-tos. Fenty Glow, this was like the first one that I fell in love with, and this is also kind of has the sparkle to it, and this also looks good with just some lip liner, and you're ready to go. So that's everything for my makeup bag and vanity bag essentials. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your essential product that you need when traveling?